At the beginning of that protest, I call it beginning because at the beginning of every revolution, it looked like protest. It might be stopped at the beginning. Eventually, it will become so big that it cannot be stopped. This I see happen.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of prophets. I'm not a fan of a native doctor. I'm not a fan of any pastor. I'm just a fan of myself. But there is a video I want to share with you. And God knows that for a very long time, we have been shouting and the so-called government of Nigeria are not listening. They are not listening. The masses have been shouting. The masses have been calling. The masses have been identifying problem where the government is supposed to swing action into. And for those people who do not understand what I mean is that the Inspector General of Police is not Nigerians. The Army Chief of Staff is not Nigerians. Chief of Defense Staff is not Nigerians. Tinubu is not Nigerians. Tinubu Minister is not Nigerians. They are not Nigerians. These people are not Nigerians. So the masses have different opinion from what these people have. Unfortunately, these few people that are not up to a fly to compare to Nigerian population are trying to decide what is going to happen in this country. And there is no way it's going to work. There is no way it is going to work in that way. It can't work. How can only 60 people try to determine or try to decide what will happen to the destinies of over 200 million people? Where does it happen? It's not going to happen. So I don't know who is advising Tinubu, but I want you to watch this video first. Let me come back and talk things about it.
So God showed me this vision, not sitting down writing an article. This is not press conference. This is a vision I saw. Carry your youth along. I'm seeing a revolution. When I say revolution, I mean every revolution starts by protest. When it starts by protest, at that protest, the power can stop them. They have the ability to stop them. But when it becomes revolution, no one can stop revolution. Revolution means everyone is ready to go for it. I repeat again. I'm seeing what? A revolution. I'm seeing people taken to the streets. At the beginning of that protest, instead of revolution, I said protest is a parable. Yeah, because when it started, you think it's a protest. But at the end of the day, you realize that this is a revolution. You can stop protest, but you cannot stop revolution. You know, every revolution starts by protest. If I'm talking, let us see your hand. It will come, people carry placard. Hey. You say, this is protest. You carry police, you carry everything, you stop them. But when it becomes revolution, everybody are ready to die. So you can't stop it. At the beginning of that protest, I call it beginning because at the beginning of every revolution, it looked like protest. It might be stopped at the beginning. Eventually, it will become so big that it cannot be stopped. This I see happen. Nigeria. Pray. God has given us the way out. Listen to the way out. The way out, are you there? Job creation for the youth and the creation of a new social value system. No matter the education the youth have, whether PhD or professor, youth, they feel they have no place in politics and there is no job to keep them busy. There must be a new orientation. In politics, the youth should be considered for important position, such as assistant to elders. While the elders are ministers, the youth should be junior ministers. In all appointment into department of politics or administration, youth should be considered as well second in command. By doing this, We are training them to take over tomorrow. This is because they are leaders tomorrow. This is because revolution is a weapon of change that is coming. Revolution is a weapon of change that is coming. This is a vision. I'm not preach and I'm not teach. This is what I saw. This is the vision I saw. Revolution is coming when people will take to the street, because life has no value anymore to the people. Carry your youth along in your politics and administration, especially in ruling your country. I have said it, none of this will go without being fulfilled. I have said it, none of this will go without being what? Read about me and my track record. This is the voice of God. When we carry the youth along, whenever there is a revolt or situation, they will be available to readily speak to their colleagues. Because people that are going for revolution or protest, 90% of them are youth. And they would like to hear the voice of their colleague better than anybody talking to them. If the junior minister come out or junior chairman come out to talk to the protester, and they know it's a junior chairman, is there to represent them, they will listen to him better than anyone. The youth want to see themselves represented in every area of life. That is the answer to the problem coming. The coming ominous sign is disastrous. As sure as God lives, I, TB Joshua, will tell you only what God says. If I'm hated, if I'm persecuted, intimidated because of my accurate prophetic utterances, blessed be to God who gives the prophecy. The day will declare who is in the right and who is in the wrong, says the Lord.
Just as I said before, I'm not a fan of all these prophets, see that. But I see this video as a very important video. Now, there is something I pick from this video. Number one thing that I pick from this video is that people in government should listen to the people. I mean the masses. If you find yourself in any government office, listen to the people. Because if you are not listening to the people, you are just creating a bad end for yourself. Where even after office, you will even try to run out of the country. The time has changed. I want to let politicians know that, see, this generation is not that kind of generation that you think you will come and do anything you like and go away with it. That generation has passed. Very clear sign to you that the generation has passed. So there is no need for you to think that all your old strategies is going to work. It's not going to work again. Strategy of bribing people, of using money, of trying to use stocks will let you know that there is nothing greater than people's power. And that is what we want to exercise. So that is number one thing I figure out or I pick from this video, that governments are not listening. Just imagine now, this protest was scheduled about 2 weeks ago. We started preparing for it. The only thing Tinubu and his government, I don't know whether he has quack advisors telling him that we'll handle. What are you going to handle? Handle the masses who are hungry? You people, I don't know. The advisors, whether they're insane, I don't know. So the only thing Tinubu have to do now is to listen to the people. What the people are demanding is for the good of the nation. It's for the good of everyone. To change constitution and allow people to do referendum, whether we'll stay, in the same country or not, it's not a bad thing. To reduce the fuel price to 200 is not a bad thing. It is our oil. It is from our land. We have refineries. Why is it not working? People keep sabotaging it. People don't want to talk about these things, and you want this generation to keep quiet? No, it's not going to happen. We'll follow this matter to the end. And we are going to make sure that we see to the end of it. If anybody is telling you that this protest is going to be 10 days, the person don't know. Because as far as we are concerned, the protest can even be 2 days if the government respond to what we are saying. And the protest could be 100 days if the government did not respond to what we are demanding for. What we are demanding for is not something that is above the law. they have been talking about insecurity in the southeast and so on and so forth. I saw Governor Mbad the other day talking about Simon Ekpa. These people are just playing. If you release Nnamdi Kanu, don't you think the insecurity in the southeast will end? And that is part of the demand. Let this man go. Then tackle insecurity in the north. Hold politicians responsible, because politicians in the north, they are accomplices to the insecurity in the north. So I don't think there is any need for us to back down forever in this protest. This protest could last 1 year. Yeah, it could last 1 year, because all this wicked them saying there is no place for you people to protest. They don't know what is coming. They don't know what is coming. You mean people will leave the street without getting a demand? Why are they living for? Where they can't even go their home and feel safe. Why should they leave the street where their home is not safe? If their home is not safe, the street is safer than the home. And we are going to be on the street from Thursday. There is no going back. 2 days to go.